All right, Bones, that's enough music. That's enough of that. This is Glenn Dorman. Welcome to Southern Fried Paranormal, and that's good enough music. Please. Enough of the rock and roll. Okay, let's get the show started. Again, it's Glenn Dorman, Southern Paranormal. Welcome to the show. We're going to bring our guest out, Miss Kandi Slater. Just a minute. I thought I had some good internet, and I'm blinking. So the gamers are cranking up again. Oh well, got a few new things to show tonight. We now have the master of the podcast here. He's dominating the entire room now. So we got the podcast overseer, I guess. But I got him done. And, we got some other changes coming up soon. So let's keep on with that. But let's go with tonight. As I said, Kandi Slater will be here in just a second. I will say a few things. Her, Candice Ricky Mattress, certified Crystal Master, certified Soul Shift Healer, certified Elemental Healer. She continues to work developing new skills, including setting crystals and herbs and their uses in paranormal everyday life. Kandi. So where was I? Had multiple with her husband Eric. Hello, Eric. Which launched, not laundered. She's not laundering money. Launched her into the paranormal field. She enjoys using equipment and trigger objects to communicate and interact with spirits. Further, enjoys researching haunted locations and their history. So, that's who's coming up. Let's go ahead and do our little intro thingy, and we'll get this party started. Right about now. Go ahead, Bones. Take the intro away. Bones.
Warning. The following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Southern Fried Paranormal with Len Dorman featuring Bones. Catch us on Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, Spreaker, Facebook, Stream, and everywhere else you catch your podcasts. And of course, WLFE-DB.com. Now, from the backwoods of southeast Arkansas, right beside the Bayou Bartholomew, the longest bayou on the planet, broadcasting from downtown metropolitan Cane Creek Township, here is your host, Len Dorman.
Supposed to play once unless it's in a loop. I don't know if that's a little glitch in StreamYard. I'm not sure why that happens, but there it is. Anyway, welcome to the show. We're going to bring our guest on right now as advertised. Kandi Slater. She's here somewhere.
Hi.
Right there. Hello.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me tonight.
Nice. I'm doing this great. Hey, I appreciate you coming on. Always happy to have new people. Kandi and I have never really talked before, just a little bit of introductory stuff on Facebook Messenger. So we don't know each other. You heard a little bit in the intro about me. Yes, I'm way down here in the country. If you look on a map of Arkansas, if you find Pine Bluff, and then you go down depending on the size of your map, a couple of inches, you'll see a town called Monticello.
Okay.
You have to run it's directly south of Pine Bluff.
Okay.
You run your finger back up about halfway to Pine Bluff from Monticello, and there we are, Star City. And then you run a little bit east, you'll see a lake, which is a state park with a fishing lake. And I'm up by the lake.
Okay. Nice.
So yes, I'm on 4 acres of land. That's our little retirement cabin. And yes, I have a fishing lake less than a mile away. I have, as stated, the Bayou Bartholomew, the longest bayou in the world, is right down the street from me.
Nice.
And of course, I have King Creek. So I'm half surrounded by water here. So this is why there's starting to be a little bit of paranormal activity around here. It was a dead zone when I first moved here, but some of the locals are realizing, hey, we can talk to him. So they're getting where they show up a little bit when I do a Echo Vox session.
I love it. We're not far from a Monticello here either. We got a Monticello like 45 minutes from here, and we're surrounded by a river with the Mississippi going by. Between that and all the limestone, we get a lot of communication up here.
I have a little limestone here because we're south of where Arkansas geographical parts, and we're in the southern part. We're more Louisiana type terrain than Arkansas.
Okay. Oh. Are you froze or are you there?
So we're down in the southeast corner. Tell me about yourself.
Let's see.
A Reiki master.
I'm in Iowa. Yeah. I'm sorry, it keeps cutting out and I couldn't hear you, and I think I interrupted you.
No, I just said you're a Reiki master. Exactly what does that entail? Explain a little bit about Reiki.
Yeah. I became a Reiki master because my husband being a medium and we going on a lot of investigations. I saw one time when he was physically drained, another Reiki master do some work on him and it helped him. So I was like, okay, I need to do this so that with all the investigating we do, if someone goes down and needs help, we always had someone to help. So I started training for that. And about 3 years ago, I got my master. So now I'm certified and can do energy healing. So, yeah.
Okay. If you thought that I needed help, from a Reiki master, what would you do for me?
Depends on each situation. Everyone is different. So you feel out what each person needs, and depending, because I also use crystals and work with the elements. So depending on what I was feeling you needed, no two are ever the same. So I could use, different crystals, or I just helped a gal the other day who had someone psychically attacking her. So we used some different crystals and kind of sent the energy away. So now she's doing great.
Okay. So how long have you been into Reiki? Did it take you very long to be a master, or is this a
About 2 years.
period of years or months or what?
About 2 years.
About 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your husband is a medium?
Yep, he's a psychic and trance medium. So he's always getting messed with. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I kind of put an end to that myself. That's a long story I'm not going to go into right now.
Oh yeah. It's him being into the paranormal is what got me into it, because prior to that I thought all of this stuff was hocus pocus. I didn't believe it at all. Drug him to
Well, it's isn't.
what's that?
I said it is not hocus pocus.
No. Oh God, I know that now. I said, okay, I'll go with you just once, but I get to pick the location, and it better be good and something better happen, or I'll never do it again. Oh yeah, I had experience after experience after experience, and I was like, okay, I was hooked. And it works good because he's the medium, so he can go into a location. I do all the research. So I'll learn about a location, and bring certain trigger objects with me. He'll go in and be like, oh, he won't tell me what he's getting until, we're all done with stuff. But he'll be like, I would set something up over in that corner, or, maybe, hey, it looks like you might want to take your little toy unicorn and put it over on this shelf and do this, because you got someone that might be interested in it. So I validate him with what I get with the equipment, and he validates what I'm getting with equipment. A lot of times if I'll be like, hey, what are you seeing going on here? And he'll be able to back it up. So it makes it a lot of fun.
Oh, I see. So how long has he been into this?
When he was 12 years old, well, he always knew he was different, as he calls it, because he would see things that he knew weren't there. And so as a young kid, he knew something, but he really discovered even more when his grandfather passed at the age of 12. And he was still having conversations with his grandpa, who he knew wasn't there. So it progressed. And so he's been in it, about 20 years.
Wow. Impressive. Do you investigate with a group, or is it just a 2-person team here? How do you work that?
We are a part of All Out Paranormal, so we do investigate with them. But then we've got like Carly Kane on here, who's in the comments. She comes with us quite a bit. Carrie, our other friend, we just we're part of a team, but we also do our own thing. We go all over the place, wherever we're led to.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about Carly Kane here?
Yep.
Who's pointing out you have a Monticello too?
Yep. And Carrie. Yep, there's Carrie. She's here too. Yep. Carrie's one of our best
George
friends.
Alexander.
Everywhere. Yep.
Yeah. George saw me over at Dark Horse with Reggie and Craig. Craig is an old friend from Chicago. I did not bring up in the intro that I lived down here about 7.5 years. I spent over 14 years in Chicago. My wife's born and raised in Chicago.
Okay.
Carrie Christian says she's here. It's always a great night investigating with Kandi and Derek. So you've got your potty here.
Yeah. Hi, Carrie. Another Carrie just came in. Yeah. I met her a few years ago back at Ashmore. We had quite a night that night. In fact, that's the night I learned that Derek was a medium. I didn't know for years that he was. And on that particular night that we were at Ashmore, Derek was saying and doing things. And I'm looking at him going, he's acting like he's holding somebody's hands. That's what he's doing. And all of a sudden it came out that, someone was going, he's got it. He's got the gift. I'm like, he's got what? What are you talking about? And that's when, I found out he was a medium that night. Yep, and Carly's here. Stacy, love it.
I'm not quite as gifted as that. I do not call myself a medium. I've got to be in a meditative state, or I have to use Echo Vox
Okay.
for communications. I've had some interesting times both ways. So I'm not quite as gifted as he is, but I don't call myself a medium either.
Mhm.
What was the name of your group again, so we can go ahead and where can people, if they want to contact you, where can they find you or your group or your friends?
The best is right through my personal Facebook page, because then they know they're getting right to me, or through my TikTok. My TikTok is Paranormal Kandi, or just on Facebook under my name, Kandi Slater, or they can also message through All Out Paranormal.
Okay. How many people do you have in your group?
There's Derek, myself, Rex, the founder, Carrie Kristen, and Carly Kane. There's the 5 of us.
That's a pretty good sized group nowadays. It's hard to keep a 5 or 6 person group going nowadays. It's
Mm-hmm.
that's getting so passe now. Nobody wants to be in a group anymore. And
Yeah.
where 5 years ago, a group was the only way you investigated. You were in a group, or you were nothing. And now so many people have just gone off on their own as 1 or 2 person groups, maybe 3, and that's about a 5 person group.
Yeah.
Heck, if you start timing it out, most of them don't last 6 months.
That's true. Yeah.
Egos get in the way.
Mm-hmm. Way too often.
I had a couple of groups completely dissolve because nobody wanted to review.
I believe it. I believe it.
Let's see, where were we going to go with this? So, just best place to look is just look up Kandi Slater on Facebook. Do y'all have a YouTube channel?
No YouTube channel. Not right now, anyway.
No YouTube.
No. I
You
have
put
one,
some
but
of your
there's
evidence
only
videos
one video on it, so
on YouTube.
yeah. I only have one thing on my YouTube, so I don't even say I have one. So
Okay. I have a pretty good sized YouTube channel that goes into a lot of different interests, like horror movies and sci-fi movies.
okay.
So that's what I've done with mine. So a lot of people can come to it and find. I've got links to a lot of sci-fi and horror movies that's on YouTube. So YouTube lets me do that. What have you? One thing about Ashmore Estates. What year were you there? You said you kind of discovered everything at Ashmore Estates. When was this?
It was either 2018 or 2019. Yeah. So not all that long ago.
Oh, okay. So about 5 years ago then.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have not been back to Ashmore since I was first there 10, 11, 12 years ago. Before
it's a great location.
it got its roof ripped off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought so then. I did not have the equipment 10 years ago that I do now. And I didn't get a whole lot. I was with the group at the time, later completely split up. And, and a lot of the stuff I got was contaminated. But I found it a very interesting place. That was back with the original owner that was on Ghost Adventures.
Okay. Yeah.
This was I guess going on 15 years ago now.
Oh, wow. So it was a while ago. Yeah.
What has your group got coming up?
Okay. I'm really excited about it.
But what's your group coming up now?
The big thing I've got coming up, it's not something I'm doing with the group, although a lot of my friends are helping with it. I'm putting on a Paracon for the Haunted Rock Island YMCA. I'm actually doing it for the owner, working side by side with the owner. It's a fundraiser for the building to preserve, the Rock Island YMCA. We've got over 70 vendors now. There's going to be raffles, presentations going all day long. It's been sponsored by Paraflix, WLTKDB Radio, Ocean Eye Crystals, Studio 6 Productions, and Unturned Pages. We're going to have three conference rooms going all day with different presentations, like classes on how to do scrying, about the Ouija board, how to be successful in social media with the paranormal. What's that?
Let me stop you there for a second. Let me stop you there for a second. What is scrying? Outside of what you do when you stomp your little toe in the middle of the night.
Visually looking into objects like a mirror or crystals or fire and getting visions is the best way I know how to describe it. I know there's a way better terminology to describe it, but that's the way I personally describe it. So you get messages.
It's something like I do. Something like I do. I'll take the camera off me and move it over here. And wow, you can tell what that is, can't you? You see my studio light there. And you can tell what that is.
Yep,
that is a black mirror.
Yep, that's exactly. They're going to be teaching people how to use that.
And I use that occasionally. I have seen, not in this particular one, I have seen images, faces, and when I'm working with EchoVox, I try to get the spirits, if you want to show yourself, to show their face in there. And I've had several spirits over EchoVox say, that's dark.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have a class, Kat Armstrong with Paranormal Exposures. She's gonna be doing a class on ways to do that. And like George said there, you can even scry in water. So she's gonna go over all different
anything
ways
that reflects
to do it.
Okay. Now, you sent me a video. Didn't you?
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and play that video.
Okay.
And let everybody take a look at it.
Okay.
Talking about your Paracon. I did not edit this. I did not cut it. It's the whole video.
Okay.
Now, I know Ted, who owns the network that I'm on, WLFE. He's a great guy. I will warn him, hello, Ted, that this advertises other networks, but that's a common thing everywhere. I appear sometimes on other shows. All Ted wants to do is make sure I don't have a show on another network. But I've even seen Fox News commercials advertising on CNN and MSNBC, and MSNBC advertising on Fox. CBS advertises on NBC. So I don't see anything wrong with it. Ted, if you got a problem with it, contact me and tell me not to do it again. But here we go. Here's the video.
Looking for a unique paranormal experience? The Haunted Rock Island YMCA Paracon, October 7th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. is just the event you're looking for. You will have the opportunity to investigate the Haunted Rock Island YMCA with ACG Paranormal. Visit with over 60 paranormal and metaphysical vendors from 8 or more states. And pre-order your t-shirts at dvinar@aol.com. Visit a psychic gallery reading, mediums, tea leaf reading, animal communication, dream interpretation, aura reading, tarot and oracle card readings, or get a Reiki healing. See a demonstration of the Estes Method by Carly Bird. Presentations by Nick Simons and Aaron G. Thompson of 28 Days Haunted, Greg Bakken from Ghostbox Radio, and headliner Rick Hayes, along with many folks you'll see on Paraflix. Be sure to like and follow our sponsors: Paraflix, WLTK DB Talk Radio LLC, Studio 6 Productions, Unturned Pages, and Ocean Eye Crystals. General admission is only $5, and all proceeds go directly to the Haunted Rock Island YMCA. For more information on the Haunted Rock Island YMCA Paracon and vendors, look for them on Facebook under Events.
Professionally made video.
Yeah.
Very, very informative, very colorful. The spokesperson, I don't know who did the speaking, is clear and concise. I understand every word we say. So if you see them, give them compliments, please.
I will definitely do that. That's Christina Bloom over at WLTKDB. Her and Todd did amazing putting that together for me. I love it. But
yes, they did.
It's going to be a fun
That is a
event.
fabulous video. So yes, please.
I will definitely do that.
What weekend is this now?
October 7th, the first Saturday in October.
Okay. Okay.
We're going to have something for
what
everybody.
I'll run that video on my other shows.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. Also, Greg Backham, I believe his last name is. He's got Ghost Talk Radio.
Yeah.
He has been on this show.
Has he?
I'm
excited to meet him. I haven't met him yet.
We've not met face to face, but we know each other. Talking to each other. He's a great guy, and he doesn't seem to fake anything. He seems to be for real.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just got to talk to him. And if he's anything but, that would surprise me.
No, I'm excited to meet him. I think he's going to be fabulous. We're really lucky. We've got a great lineup. I mean, we've got, like I said, over 70 vendors, and it's going to be something for everybody. Mm-hmm. If you're wanting a mediumship reading or tea leaf, we have a bone thrower who actually throws the bones and reads the bones. So, aura photography.
Wow.
Crystals. We got Witch and Moon just signed on today. They're going to be bringing voodoo dolls. So we're going to have voodoo dolls there. All sorts of fun stuff. Yeah. So, and then the paranormal, so many paranormal teams and so some of the celebrities, if you will. We got Nick and Aaron of 28 Days Haunted, and from Paraflix, Larry Eisler of Expedition Entity, Mike and Nate of Our Paranormal Journey. Beyond the Dimensions cast is going to be there, and Nick and his new show, Solo in the Shadows of Shadow Hunters, is going to be there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And ACG Paranormal is going to lead a VIP investigation.
Oh, I was about to ask you about that. Yes, please.
That
is fabulous.
Yeah, this location, and everybody always says, well, it's a YMCA. Well, if you know the history of this particular YMCA, it was a brothel, a speakeasy. Al Capone was there. John Looney was the big mobster there, though. He was so bad that Al Capone feared John Looney. Helen Van Dale, the madam who abused the ladies of the night because she ran her resorts, as they called them back in the day, out of there. Such a rich history. I've gone there, God, too many times to count, and always have incredible experiences there. That place will make a believer. In fact, I'll never forget it. We were at an investigation, and somebody was disrespecting the spirits, being pretty vulgar and saying, about spirits not existing, and they'd show them, they'd teach the spirits a lesson. Well, this person walked up onto 4th floor, and the spirits showed him a lesson, basically threw him up against the wall. He comes running down the stairs and says, my life flashed before my eyes. I believe it. He was out in the parking lot crying and left. And so, yeah, it's...
Wow.
It's active, that's for sure.
And exactly where is this going to be now? The
Rock Island, Illinois.
YMCA.
In Rock Island, Illinois. Yep.
And where's Rock Island exactly?
About an hour from Dubuque. So if you're familiar with where Dubuque, Iowa is, we're right where Iowa, Wisconsin, and Illinois all join right on the Mississippi. So if you go about an hour south of us and cross the river, you'll be in Rock Island.
Okay. So it's in the kind of a southwest corner of Illinois?
Northwest.
Northwest, excuse me.
Yeah, northwest.
Oh, okay. I got that backwards. Northwest.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a fabulous time for everybody. And you got the price is right.
Yeah. Yeah. We wanted to keep it, the price
Didn't
for
I see
admission
what, $5
down.
charge?
$5. Yeah. That way you can get in. That gives you access to all the vendors, the normal presentations. Like if you wanted to take part in a gallery reading or an investigation or sound healing, those, and we have 2 special tours too. Those are an additional fee, set by the particular vendors. But we wanted to keep it affordable so people could come and to be able to support the vendors as well. Because if you're paying $100 or $200 to get in, it's hard to have that extra money to support the vendors. And we want this to be successful for not only Lisa and the YMCA to restore her building, but successful for the vendors that are going to be there as well.
Okay. Well, actually, if anybody's in the Rock area, I believe it's just one day.
It's one day.
7th, or is it the entire weekend?
Nope, one day. It's Saturday, October 7th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then the VIP investigation goes from 8 p.m. to midnight. And that investigation is going to be...
There's an additional charge for...
Is
there an extra charge for that investigation?
Yeah, the VIP investigation is $40. So for $40, you get admission to the Paracon all day, all the speakers, and then get to go on that investigation as well. And ACG, I don't know if you're familiar with them. They bring an incredible energy with them, and they do a lot of fun things. So anybody who goes on that investigation is going to be in for a real treat.
Okay. You familiar with Dan Norvell?
Expedition Entity. Yeah, his partner Larry's going to be there. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Very nice guy.
He's been on the show. Very nice guy. He's been on this show 2 or 3 times. He's a great guy. We talk a lot in the Messenger without talking about shows. We just talk.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great guy.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he would have been there, but he's got a prior event he already committed to, so he won't be able to make it. But Larry will definitely be there, and Larry's going to actually be giving a presentation on the with the Black Hawk War and everything right there in Rock Island. So
that's a fabulous presentation. That's he's very knowledgeable about it, of course. So I would advise anybody who's in that area to at least go by, pay your $5, and go in for that alone. It's worth the price of admission.
Shadow Hunters, Nick.
You've got some
top-notch
people, and it's hard.
He's going to do a presentation on a haunted amusement park that they investigated. So how cool is that? I mean, you got that. Nick and Aaron of 28 Days Haunted are teaming up, and they're going to do a special presentation with Mike Minnick and Nate Hopwood of We Are Paranormal. So there's going to be something special coming up with them really soon. So it's just a great group of people all coming together to help save a historic landmark.
Yes. I wish I could be in the area, but that's a long walk from here.
Quite a walk. God, yeah, what would be?
If I was still living up because I am 85 miles from downtown Little Rock.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be quite a jaunt. Yeah, real jaunt.
So yeah, you can see what. Yes. One thing that's fun to investigate in that area. I want to ask you if you've ever been there. You ever been to Okraville?
Never heard of it.
Okay.
I'll have to look that one up.
Look on the map. It's a little bit east of St. Louis.
Okay. So kind of down by Alton, Illinois.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called the Original Mineral Springs Hotel. You can look it up on the internet.
Yes, Alton.
They have.
I thought you said it cut, so I didn't hear what you said. Oh my God!
No,
yes.
No. It's not Alton. This is Okraville. 2 different places.
Okay.
Alton has its own separate haunts. They do have a haunted hotel. Okraville is really nothing there but a few houses, a few people in this hotel.
Okay.
The only bar in town is right there in that hotel. And Okraville. They have it's called the Original Mineral Springs Hotel in Okraville.
Okay, I had to text myself Okraville so I remember. I will look that up.
Look it up. It's got 2 very friendly female spirits that haunt the place for different. I won't spoil it for you, but the investigation, the stories are well worth their time.
Oh, good. I'm looking for some new places for next year. So there we go.
And that place is not that far from you. One of their customers checked into the hotel and hanged himself in the room.
Oh wow!
And the room is for rent, but they rent it out to people not into the paranormal and just don't tell them that somebody hung themselves in the chandelier in the room.
Oh yeah.
But you can go in that. You can go in that room. and sleep in the bed in the room and stare up at the ceiling where he hanged himself. Sometimes he
Oh, wow.
appears in there to some people. Your husband would have a lot of fun there.
Oh yeah. I'll definitely, as soon
And
as we're done, I'll be looking that up.
Also, the mob used to meet there. Had
Okay.
a lot of the St. Louis mob. It's about 45 miles from St. Louis, and if they want to meet the Chicago mob, they would come down from Chicago and meet at this hotel. It's over 100 years old. It's set
called
up
the original Mineral Springs
for
Hotel, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
They have a huge area set up in bathtubs in separate stalls where you can go in there and rent some time, and they'll let you soak in the straight water from the warm springs.
Oh, nice. That's definite.
Yes,
Sherry, we got
it
to put
is.
that one on our list.
I was down there investigating, and that was very, very refreshing after an all-night investigation.
Oh, I bet. That would be amazing.
Yeah, and I have on video where I had one of the female spirits standing next to me, and the other one was down a hallway looking at the two of us, wondering why. She was ready to go off, wherever ghosts go when they're not appearing in front of you. Wondering why she hadn't walked away from me yet, and we stood there and walked down the hallway where the camera couldn't see her, and then came back, and you could see on the video the full dress, time period dress.
Oh, wow. That would be awesome. That would be great.
And I got that on video. So it's I think it is. I've got to go to my YouTube channel and see what's on there. And specifically that video, I need to redo it. If it's not, either do it. If it's not there, redo it. Because it's an amazing piece of video.
Sounds like it. I'd love to see
that's
that.
Just a place you can go that's not that far from you.
Yeah.
So just a heads up. I see Carrie Kristen said most definitely.
Yep. We got to put that on our list and go.
I think I've got some of your. I think that they do give you a tour, and they tell you that they don't know which lady. They give both the reasons for the haunting. That they don't know who the white lady is. It's one of two women, and I found out and proved it in that video. It's not one woman; it's two. It's the two women that they tell you about in the tour that haunt the place.
Oh, we got
both of them were related by marriage to owners of the hotel.
Okay, awesome.
And the reason one was open to me was because I suffer from arthritis. I've had both knees replaced.
Okay.
And she suffered from arthritis, and the place pretty well cured her of it, or at least helped with the symptoms and cured her of the pain. So she was very sympathetic to me. So if you got any team member who suffers from arthritis, she will personally take care of that person, and that will be a contact and almost a trigger object for her if he goes in there and tries to contact her.
Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. Definitely putting that on our list.
Have you got anything else planned? The Paracon?
Oh God, yeah. Let's see. A lot of visits to the YMCA, but we're also going to be next weekend. We're going to the Old Baraboo Inn. That's another great place. The Oskaloosa Hospital.
Where's the Baraboo Inn?
Baraboo, Wisconsin. So right up by the Wisconsin Dells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I knew I'd heard of it. Couldn't place it. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't been there yet. It'll be our first time there. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one. And we got a couple other ones that we haven't announced yet, but we've got pretty much now every weekend until middle of November. We've got something going on. So.
Okay. At least you don't keep.
Nope, I think he froze again. Yeah, we keep going though.
Busy.
We go. Yeah, I'd rather be busy. We go. Once it gets nice, we try to go nonstop almost every at least every other weekend, if not every weekend. We try to, even if it's just something close by, just something fun to do.
Right.
And it's that thrill. It's that when you
Okay.
get that new piece of evidence or get some breakthrough communication that gives you that piece of history you've been looking for and couldn't tie something together, and then it does. It's incredible.
Okay. We're gonna take a quick break, real quick. So I showed your video. I got two others that I'm supposed to be showing. One is a Paracon that actually started today.
Michigan, yeah.
So let me show the video for that. Yes. The Paranormal Party Group.
Yes, Jamie. Love Jamie.
She is a fantastic person. She's another one that I talk to a lot, just without talking about show stuff. We talk paranormal or just say hi to each other, see how each other's doing.
Yep.
So let me go ahead and show the video she sent me.
Okay, perfect.
She is. Okay, I clicked on it. There it comes. It's slow.
Your mic is muted again.
Why that happens, it tries to repeat. It's not supposed to do that, but sometimes it does. I'm not sure what causes it. But anyway, Mike Slater is going to be there. He's a friend. I've known him for several years when I was living in the Chicago area.
Okay.
In fact, a lot of people appearing there I've known and spoken to over the years.
Yeah, Nick's a great guy.
So let me show. Let me show one more, which is have you ever heard of Dale Kaczmarek? No. He started in the paranormal, I think, in 1970.
Okay.
Where were you in 1970?
I wasn't thought of yet.
I was a freshman in high school when
Okay.
Dale got started into the doing investigation. He has a Paracon in November. Let me let you play it and let him tell you about it.
Hi, my name is Dale Kaczmarek, President of the Ghost Research Society. Just a very short video here to remind everybody of our upcoming second annual Midwest Spirit Fest to be held Sunday, October 8th, 2023 at the Thornton Distillery in Thornton, Illinois. There'll be speakers, vendors, psychic readings, and paranormal investigations of a haunted underground artesian well. If you're interested, please contact me at dale@ghostresearch.org through my Facebook page or my website. Thank you.
Ooh. You're muted again. Oh, there you go. Where's that one at?
Yeah. Okay, I'm back. That is they're just it's south of Chicago at a distillery.
That one out. That would be awesome.
Dale is he's like a professor. He knows so much about the paranormal. He's not Mr. Excitement, but he is Mr. Knowledgeable.
That's good. That's real good.
And very few people have a chance to talk with him. I was in Chicago, of course, and I spent quite a few times just me and him. He and I did a lot of investigating together at Bachelor's Grove. We also investigated Casa Madrid, a mobster hangout in Chicago, just outside Chicago. And we also he was at my event. I had two events up there. He was at both of them where we investigated Camp Douglas, a Civil War prison camp.
Nice.
It's actually in Chicago. It's just north of Soldier Field.
Okay.
And we also did City Cemetery, which it was obviously a cemetery that was they decided because it flooded so much, and every time the lake came in, it would wash caskets out from underground, and they would have caskets floating in the water, including out into the lake where Chicago got our water, the water intake was. And there they were intaking water, and of course they weren't filtering it or purifying it the way they do now. And there were caskets floating in the water getting caught on the water intake.
Oh, wow. That wouldn't be good. We had that happen here with the cemetery back in the 1800s, but didn't get caught in the water intake. That would not be good.
Yeah, this is all 1800s. They after the Civil War, they buried the 4,000 to 6,000 people who died in Camp Douglas in City Cemetery and paupers' graves, and then dug them up first and moved them to Oakwood Cemetery and to a mass grave. Yes, there's a 6,000 person mass grave, about the fifth or sixth largest mass grave in the Americas is there on the south side of Chicago.
Okay.
I announced that to a paranormal group I was in, and people were saying, "You're telling me there's a mass grave in the city of Chicago?" I said, "Yeah."
Yep.
The largest one's in New York City. So, you know. And you got another large one just 30, 40 miles from New Orleans.
We have one here, but they said there's only about 1,000 people buried there. And that was the same situation. The old city cemetery, the river flooded, and they were caskets popping up and floating down Main Street. So, yeah.
Well, in Chicago, there was a curveball. The guy they had that dug the graves up to move them, they moved the Confederate soldiers.
Okay.
But the guy hired to move the rest of the bodies
Mm-hmm.
was, of course, like most things in Chicago, corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
He moved the headstones, did not move the bodies. So
Shit.
under Lincoln Park, where the Lincoln Park Zoo is in Chicago, has got about approximately 3,000 people still buried there.
Oh wow. Oh wow. That would. Oh,
Every
wow.
time they try to dig a new section of the Lincoln Park Zoo, they uncover bodies. So the police get called out. They're almost on standby if the zoo says, "Okay, we're getting a new animal. We need to dig a new pit for them," and they have to dig in and build a cage for that animal. The
Mm-hmm.
police just said, "Okay, we'll be out there in a few minutes," because
Oh
we're
wow.
going to dig up a body or two or three.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
And people play in that park constantly. The soccer field out there, there's 5 baseball, softball fields. People walk their dog, and we had an all-night event out there investigating it.
I bet you had a lot
So
of interesting
that's just some of the
activity.
history Dale and I have together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get two old guys that's been, and Greg was part of that too. Greg Haas.
Okay. Greg's a great guy
Somebody brought
too.
him
He's
up
going to be at
on
our
Dark Horse
event.
Paranormal. Was in the chat. Greg and I were actually there investigating with us. So 3 old guys, old crotchety guys, we're doing those investigations. So yeah, I go back to a lot of people that you've got as guests.
Mm-hmm.
What Greg Alexander said, Jack Osborne, yes. Jack Osborne is going to be at that Michigan event this weekend. So
Yeah.
if you're there, go see him. And that started today. They're going tonight, I imagine. Everybody's trying to eat dinner or do a quick investigation, or maybe they went to bed early, hoping to get up early in the morning. But that one's underway now.
Yep.
So if you want to go, you might want to go tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't make that
yeah,
one.
so
It'd be fun.
I'm really identifying with some of the people you've had. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time getting around this year. We got one in October here in Little Rock. I'm not gonna make this year. Next year, I plan to have my own table, because what I want to do is broadcast a lot of it live and have it set up, have the show set up. I don't have all the equipment I need yet, but set up where I can do interviews and just let all the guests just line them up for interviews and interview them live, and just tell Ted, warning Ted, next October, if he's listening, consider he assists to all the. By the way, I didn't tell you, this airs on 2 channels on live on Facebook. My YouTube channel, WLFEB.com, is live, and Ted puts it up on all of everybody's favorite podcast networks.
Okay.
So if you're watching this next year, next month, or Christmas, whenever you're watching this video, hi, I'm thinking about y'all. Sitting here in August, future, they might see it on a podcast network, but they're there, and you gotta say something. But yeah, that's you've learned quite a bit about me. One more thing about me. One more cemetery.
Oh, you're freezing again. Oops.
She's
There you are.
okay. We're breaking.
I'm afraid to talk while you're froze. I don't want to interrupt you if you're saying
Wow.
something.
Okay. You're still frozen.
You're frozen, yeah.
Wow.
I think we're both almost, no?
Wow, that was a. We were both frozen. Or both black screens
Yeah,
on
it's crazy.
my end. But have you ever heard of Bachelor's Grove Cemetery?
I've heard of it, but haven't been there. I hear it's phenomenal.
Okay. I will warn. It's what it used to be. It's not much anymore. The haunting has kind of died down, and it's nowhere near as active as it was. So if you're in the area, go there, but don't make a special trip.
Okay.
You got to be out of there at dusk. There's no nighttime investigation. But the White Lady of Bachelor's Grove, the person on the stone, the most well-known ghost photo probably ever taken.
A bit frozen. I didn't hear what you said.
Dale's group is the one that took that photo.
You froze, so all I heard was something about a photo.
Yeah, the most famous, one of the most famous ghost photos ever taken, the lady on the stone from
Okay.
Bachelor's Grove Cemetery.
Okay.
Dale's group took that in 1992,
nice.
I believe.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. Judy Huff was the actual photographer, and him and her split the rights to that photo.
Okay. Okay.
I went to Bachelor's Grove kind of like you do the YMCA, and
Okay.
after a couple of years, finally found out who the White Lady was.
Nice. Who was it?
That took me a while. You expect me to tell you?
Yeah.
Amelia Humphrey.
Amelia Humphrey? Cool.
Yes. Amelia Humphrey. It took me a while to get the research done for this and get her to
Oh, wow.
admit that it was her, but that's her.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
It's from a distance. They had to blow it up so you could see it. There's another view, a little bit lighter.
Wow.
Yep, that's her.
That's incredible. That's a great photo.
But yeah, like I said, it's one of the most well-known ghost photos ever taken. And let me. I used to have a pic somewhere. uh,
Oh, wow.
and this is the Humphrey gravesite.
Mm-hmm.
This is in by Orland Park, Illinois. This is
Okay.
where Amelia's buried, along with her ex-husband, her husband, and his second wife, who got remarried 6 months after she died.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So quite a complicated situation, both in life and the afterlife.
I'd say, yeah.
The reason she's there was the key to me finding it was her firstborn, Libby May Humphrey. The photo I showed of the headstone is at Orland Park, but they did not accept. Orland Park was a new town that her husband John basically founded and was one of the first mayors of,
Okay.
and the most powerful man in Cook County outside the city of Chicago
Okay.
up to until the early 1890s.
Okay.
And the problem was that they did not accept burials till 1869. Amelia
Okay.
and John, they got married in 1863. Their firstborn was born in 1865 and died at 11 months and 4 days old. So they buried her in Amelia's family plot, the Patricks.
Makes sense. Yep.
That's in Bachelor's Grove. So what she was doing was coming in there every evening right at dusk to visit her firstborn child. So she wouldn't have to. It's kind of a bad cursed land there because I think an Indian raid back before white men got the area. It's the land, not so much the cemetery. The cemetery's been desecrated so many times and abandoned. It's really a strange place. The history is just convoluted and just plain weird. But she didn't want her daughter being there all night, so she would come by there every night and pick her up. But Libby started following me around and learned that she can actually move around on her own. So now her mother doesn't have to come get her. She can actually go to her mother, or they'd like to go to the Humphrey house in Orland Park.
Okay.
There was a psychic there having an event at the Humphrey house. It was open. It used to be. It's closed now, but they used to open up on one Sunday a month just for general tours, historic tours. And a psychic was in there having an event. Showing people, maybe a little ghost hunt, we'll say, see if I can use some ghost box and, to do a little demonstration. And I knew he was having it. So I went to Bachelor's Grove. Tell me I'm crazy. And I was there with a friend. And I asked Libby to attach herself to me.
Oh,
and I said, let's go to your house. Do you want to go to your house? And the contact through Echovox, and I had a K2 meter with a thermometer probe that was set off an alarm, and she would like to play with the alarm, make different tones with it. All communication stopped, and I could feel I had an attachment on me. The two of us ended up with 3 of the Humphrey children on us. We went and got in a car, went to the Humphrey house, and during somebody else's event, I went to the living room and dropped off all 3 kids into the living room.
Oh, wow.
And you can imagine what effect that had.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That would wreak a little bit of havoc with a paranormal event, dropping off 3 kids. Two of them over one of them 11 months, right at a year. The other one just over a year, and the other one about 10, I believe. But
Oh,
drop
wow.
off 3 spirits of children that age, where they start running around.
They were running amok. Yeah.
Yes, they were, and they were very happy to be there. So that's the kind of experimentation I've done.
I love it. I love it. We're going to have to visit again sometime when I don't have to go to bed. Because I could listen to your stories all day.
Yeah, you need to get your beauty sleep.
Yeah, I know. I got
By the
to
way,
get
if you
up
know
in like
somebody,
hours.
if you know somebody who would like to be a co-host on the show with me, I am open to having a co-host, because when I don't have a guest, or to fill up a little bit more time, because I can run as late as I want to. I've had 4.5-hour shows before. WLSE does
Nice.
not have a show on after me, where I can't start early without special permission. He occasionally does let me break up at 9 or 9:30 if the guest just cannot be here very late. But only on rare occasions. If I did it every week, he'd say, no, can't do that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I can run, since there's no shows running live on the WLSE, I can run as late as I want to. And I've had 4.5-hour shows.
Oh, wow. God, that'd be fun, though.
If you got to go,
Yeah, I probably got to
yes,
get up into
it's
bed.
a lot of fun, so we can do this again.
Let's do it again. Yeah, let's do it again. And
maybe next time you can bring your husband on and have 2 of you to sit there and talk with.
yeah, or
I'd be happy
Carrie.
to talk with him.
Yeah. Oh, you'd love him, or Carrie Christian in here. Oh my God, she's one of my best friends. You would love her. You would absolutely love her.
Well, let's just kind of make a date for that. Don't tell your husband you're going out on a date
Okay.
with a scruffy looking 67-year-old.
There we go. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do it again.
But so we'll figure out. We can talk about it on Facebook.
Okay.
Isn't there a large order that can be seen there often? George, there's all kinds of stuff that used to be seen. Amelia herself has opened up portals. I have witnessed on 3 different occasions portals opening up in front of me in Bachelor's Grove.
Oh, wow.
I've seen things drop out of the sky into Bachelor's Grove. One guy used to go back there with quite a bit, refused to walk the main path to the cemetery.
Oh,
Because,
wow.
he had bad feelings and was nearly attacked on the path. So, good night, Carrie Krista. But
Hey, girl.
yeah, so I can entertain I think up to 10 people in here.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to plan
So
it. That'll be fun.
So that would be a fun. We can go as late as you want to. Let everybody have their turn talking.
Okay. Awesome. Let's do
The
it.
only problem I've had, and Dan doesn't like doing that on his show, because he said everybody tries to talk over everybody and it's just a mess. So we just have to do it very carefully and say, oh, okay, Kandi, it's your turn. Carrie, it's your turn.
Yeah,
And,
that'd be fun.
You know, kind of some kind of organized manner, or it's just a mess and nobody can understand the whole word.
Yeah.
All right, let me let you go.
Okay.
You have a great night. We will do this again.
Definitely, let's.
And tell your husband I said hello.
I will do that. And thank you again for having me on.
And
This has been fun. I could talk to you all night if I didn't have to go to work in the morning.
Well, see, I got the advantage. I'm retired. My wife and I both are retired, so I can get on this thing all night.
Mm-hmm.
and she lets me.
Nice.
So thanks for the support, Gail. But all right, you have a great night. You take care of yourself. And good night to everybody who's in the chat room. I appreciate everybody's input tonight. It's been fun. Good night. All right. That's going to be it for the show tonight. We're just going to do a quickie at 1:17. Kandi needs to go to bed, so we're going to let her go to bed, and she is gone. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play the videos that I have over again. It's several minutes. I've told everybody I was going to advertise their events. So we're going to start with the one that is going on right now, the Michigan Paracon. Here we go. The event that we were talking about earlier, Kandi.
Looking for a unique paranormal experience? The Haunted Rock Island YMCA Paracon, October 7th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. is just the event you're looking for. You will have the opportunity to investigate the Haunted Rock Island YMCA with ACG Paranormal. Visit with over 60 paranormal and metaphysical vendors from 8 or more states. And pre-order your t-shirts at dvinar@aol.com. Visit a psychic gallery reading, mediums, tea leaf reading, animal communication, dream interpretation, aura reading, tarot and oracle card readings, or get a Reiki healing. See a demonstration of the Estes method by Carly Bird. Presentations by Nick Simons and Aaron G. Thompson of 28 Days Haunted. Greg Bakken from Ghostbox Radio and headliner Rick Hayes, along with many folks you'll see on Paraflix. Be sure to like and follow our sponsors. Paraflix, WLTK DB Talk Radio LLC, Studio 6 Productions, Unturned Pages, and Ocean Eye Crystals. General admission is only $5 and all proceeds go directly to the Haunted Rock Island YMCA. For more information on the Haunted Rock Island YMCA Paracon and vendors, look for them on Facebook under events.
This one by Dale Casimir, I think, is the 8th. Let's watch it again, and we'll...
President of the Ghost Research Society. Just a very short video here to remind everybody of our upcoming 2nd annual Midwest Spirit Fest to be held Sunday, October 8th, 2023 at the Thornton Distillery in Thornton, Illinois. There'll be speakers, vendors, psychic readings, and paranormal investigations of a haunted underground artesian well. If you're interested, please contact me at dale@ghostresearch.org through my Facebook page or my website. Thank you.
Dale, that is the 8th, that's the 7th and 8th, 2 different Paracons. Paracons. You can knock that out. Stay at one. Go maybe spend the first night there, and at the first one, and then go to a little bit further north to Chicago, south side of Chicago, and go to Dale Kazmarik's event on Sunday, and maybe spend Sunday night in Chicago. I think that would be a fun weekend. 2 different locations. There are ghost hunts at both locations. So it's just a matter of you get done with the ghost hunt. You can either go back to the hotel and sleep and get up early in the morning and go to the other one, register in your hotel in Southside Chicago, and go to that event. There's 2 events on the same weekend, but 2 different days, 2 one-day cons. That is a fabulous weekend to me. I wish I could do it, because that's exactly what I do, is hit both events. All right, we are going to call it quits. Everybody gets tired of listening to me go drone on and on and on and on about the same old stuff here. A lot of people wonder where some of the things I've gotten into, and I still like this video. Video showing the Biograph Theater and the alley where John Dillinger fell dead. That's an older picture. Now there's a big mural of John Dillinger on that brick wall that you saw. All right, we are going to end it here. Good night, everybody. I don't see if I can get a little rest tonight. So everybody take care. I will be back Saturday night with the midnight special show. I'm not sure what video I will be showing, but I will be showing video of an investigation. Next Tuesday night, I will be back at by the way, the midnight special show, of course, midnight Central Time. And that is not the midnight special, which is 70s and 80s show that's now being posted on YouTube. I do not play music, so if I screw about the name being copyright, as mine is the midnight special paranormal show with Lynn Dorman, and that one is the midnight special, which shows music. I don't play music. Used to be a DJ, but I don't play music, not on here. Anyhow, you have a great day, better day tomorrow, and just remember, the paranormal never sleeps. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching our show. Be sure to tune in to next week as once again we journey way down south into Bayou Country for another heaping portion of Southern Fried Paranormal with Len Dorman and Bones. Make sure to like, share, and follow. Y'all come back now. You hear?